What's going on, everybody? And we are logging on to episode 137 of the podcast. We got a very special episode for you guys today as we're once again doing another spotlight interview. A spotlight interview that I really haven't done before, actually. I've interviewed musicians and a whole bunch of other artists. We got a different kind of artist with you guys today as far as clothing and apparel and everything. Let me introduce you to you guys. Carly, nice to have you on the podcast and everything like that. You started up your own brand and business in Sunday Service NYC, and it's kind of a fresh new project that you're starting up too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you for having me. I feel so lucky to be here. Like, the second I found out that you had a podcast and Gia was showing me the episode that she had with you, I was like, I want to be on. Like, I need to be on now. So I'm glad that we're able to make this happen. But yeah, I started my own vintage clothing business. It's called Sunday Service NYC. You can check it out on Instagram. Check out our website. And yeah, I basically just drop curated vintage clothing drops every Sunday. And that's kind of where the name started to form. And yeah, it's been really fun so far. I started it like a month ago.
That's what's up. So, speaking of the name itself, though, how did that come about? Is there a meaning behind the name, or was it just some sort of like, oh, that kind of rings, you know?
Yeah. So I go to SCAD, which is the Savannah College of Art and Design, and I have this typography class, which is all about like the study of letters and type and graphic design, basically. And we had to do for our final project this semester a magazine design, and I just thought Sunday Service was catchy and.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I just like have like lists in my notes of like business ideas like all the time. So that was just the name I had, and that's what I did my whole magazine around. And I kind of branded it like a fashion Bible magazine, and that was really fun, and that got the ball rolling. I've always loved thrifting, like have been collecting thrift clothes for years and thrifting for myself and like wanting to style people and getting into that. So that also got the ball rolling in like getting my wheels turning in my head on what I wanted to do and stuff. And then for a different class, my Digi class at SCAD, I had to make a website for myself. So I was like learning how to do that, and then I was like, why don't I just combine it all together and start something for myself? So yeah.
So you were basically progressing in the fact that you had a project to do at school, and you basically made it your brand within that project, basically, at school. Like, were you allowed to, like, use that website that you made and the magazine that you made for your own, like, profit, per se? Like,
not really. So my website was supposed to be all about me, like a portfolio website, kind of to send employers. But that just kind of taught me how to use Wix, which is what I use for my website. If you guys want to build a website of your own, I use Wix. Yeah,
I've used Wix a couple times too, actually. Yeah.
So that's what I was using, and I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fun doing website design and stuff like that. And you can do like shop and e-commerce and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's where it all started.
When did you know that you wanted to get into something like this, like start your own brand and business and whatnot? And then when that idea first lit up, how long did it take for it to actually happen? Okay.
So I feel like entrepreneurship is like in my blood. It's just something that I've kind of grown up around. So I had a YouTube channel actually when I was like 8 years old. I was doing fit checks before fit checks were fit checks. Like, it's hilarious. It's adorable, and try and find them on YouTube. But yeah, I've always wanted to do YouTube and always had a love for fashion because my aunts, my mom, everybody I know is kind of in the fashion world and are very fashionable people. So like I've just been around it my whole life. Yeah. I never really knew where I wanted to take it. I just recently started to believe that it could be kind of a career for me within the last couple of years. Sure. So yeah, that's where that kind of started. And I'm sorry, what was the question?
Well, when you answered the first part of it there, but the other part was like how long did it take? So I would guess it basically your whole life thus far, right? Because you're telling me it's in your blood and everything like that. That's something from scratch.
I've had so many different ideas. Last year, I even mentioned to my parents that I wanted to have my own clothing brand and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of started like thinking about taking that seriously within the last year, and then really taking it seriously within the last like 4 or 5 months, and I just launched the business just a little bit over a month ago. So it took like 4 months of working on it, getting it together, getting pieces together, like concept development and building the website and doing all that kind of stuff.
So what is the business right now at the moment? I'm sure that it could change and progress through the years and everything like that. But what is it right now? Is it mainly like promoting stuff that you got from thrifting and things of that nature, or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, it's mainly thrifting. I hope to one day have my own designs. I'm not very good at sewing or like the creation of that kind of stuff, but I love to draw designs, and I would love to send that out to manufacturers and have my own actual clothing lines right now.
Absolutely.
But right now it's mainly focused on thrifts, and the whole, in my opinion, when you're selling a business, whether it's something I got from Goodwill or any of the thrift stores in New Jersey, New York, whatever, it's more about selling the experience. So every Sunday I have a curated drop, so there's always a theme, and like there's hype about it on Instagram. It's kind of building you up to it,
Of course.
Then it drops, and it's all these like shoots that I've creative designed, directed, and done that kind of stuff. And then you get the package, and it's nicely packaged and has stickers and a little handwritten note. So it's like all about the experience for the customer, for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now it's mostly thrifted clothes, and I have so much fun like finding unique pieces because everything's one of a kind at the thrift store. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
yeah, it's fun.
Now, would it be giving away something if I asked you where do you like to thrift at?
So there's a lot of places called Second Ave in New Jersey,
Okay.
Udelco in New Jersey, all over New York. There's like L Train Vintage, all of the Goodwills in New York, Goodwill Bins, like Urban Thrift we were gonna go to, Urban Warehouse, all those kind of things.
And
like
then the line was fucking
absurd.
I'm
Yeah.
not even kidding. It was like 300 people in line.
Oh,
We
wow.
had a day today. We'll get into
store.
that.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Would you say there's more thrift shops in New York than Jersey? I feel like there would be, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot in New Jersey too.
Yeah.
There's so many in New Jersey.
There's
to go
one
to.
right by the vape shop that I go to, Sunny Vapes in Howell.
Really?
Yeah, there's one right next to it. And it doesn't even have a title to it or anything. It just big letters, thrift shop
You'll
there.
have
I
to
was
send
like,
me.
yeah,
location.
absolutely. I've always wanted to go in there,
Yeah.
but never have yet. I've never really gone thrifting yet, but I know plenty of people that do, and I find out from them because I always end up liking what they're actually wearing, and I
Yeah.
ask them where they got it from.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's either like some like sick comic book shirt or something like that, or just something totally out and random, you know? And
Yeah.
that's my style, like for the most part.
For sure.
But I'm sure they have everything of
Yeah.
for anyone's taste.
So yeah, the men's vintage market is huge, especially for graphic tees, for sure. And I actually just did a t-shirt drop last Sunday that had 2 men's graphic tees, which was our first collection to have men's stuff. So that was pretty
nice.
exciting. But yeah, I love looking for men's stuff, and even like buying it for girls and stuff like that. And switching
sure.
it up,
That's
'cause,
gotten so huge.
yeah. So
Yeah, that has gotten big too.
Yeah.
People go out in like men's boxers now and like wear them as shorts. Like girls will them. They're actually really cute.
Really?
yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. If you style
Gotcha.
anything the right way, it could be cute.
Yeah.
Now, you were talking about how to sell the experience and everything like that. What's your approach to that for yourself? Like, is it all about the social media promotion and location, for that matter, of where you're wearing it and everything like that? Explain your process of like when it comes to a shoot and just like, I guess, your week process of the new apparel that you choose out to promote that next upcoming Sunday. Yeah.
So it usually all starts in the like ideation phase. So I come up with the theme of the drop, or it'll start where I see one piece out at the thrift store and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna build a whole collection around this sort of theme. So yeah, that's usually where that starts, and then I either go into the thrift store with ideas in my head, or I just find something and I start building the collection, going to a bunch of different thrift stores. I spend so much time in the thrift stores lately. And then once I kind of get the collection in my head, I go on Pinterest and I look for vibes that would kind of match for like shoot locations and do some just thinking on my own, because I just love to sit there and like jot in my notebook all day a bunch of different ideas.
Yeah.
And it's not always as glamorous as you would think. I mean, today we were going to shoot for this Sunday's drop, and I paid for tickets for this really, really pretty, if we can get a video of like what it was supposed to
Like
be
an
like.
hour away.
Like an hour away, this really pretty shoot location, whatever. And then we got there and they were like, you can't shoot for commercial
because
business.
like a private property sort of thing
They
or
were
something.
Kind of. They were like,
Yeah.
They're like, there's no outfit change. Like, you can't change your outfit on the property, which is like we go when we shoot for her. It's like you're going into different.
Well, right.
Clothes. So
Yeah.
we were gonna get in trouble if we walked in one outfit and out in another, and like.
Interesting. But you're always gonna find the hiccups like that and whatnot. You know, you just gotta learn as you go for the most part. But you're on a time clock.
Yeah,
because
it's every Sunday.
It's every Sunday. Like, I could relate to that in a little bit as far as the podcast. I want one released every Monday. It's like, okay, I gotta schedule months ahead and make sure I have something for that time period. You know what I mean? So, how's the pressure with the time clock thus far?
It is a lot of pressure. I'm not gonna lie to you because it is so fast paced, and it's not.
Yeah.
Although it is a lot of my work, but I have all my friends help me out. Like, I am so grateful to have Gia and Shayna and Lexi came with me today, and my best friend Hallie and Kayla. Everybody helps me on this. So it's like you have to manage everybody's schedule and be considerate of everybody's schedule and make it work, and it's all within one short week. So it's
Absolutely.
a lot about learning time management, and like I have another job as on the side of this. Well, yeah, and it's just all. It's a lot of moving parts.
Absolutely a lot of moving parts. And I totally get that too. I've been doing the podcast every week, and then I also have been filming for this video game series too, and I've been trying to get a bunch of people involved, and I want the first episode released on Friday, September 1st, but I want all the episodes done before then. I got 10 of them to do.
Yeah.
Getting people together at certain points in time is difficult. Difficult.
You're right.
And you got to improvise sometimes as well.
Yeah, and I'm studying abroad in the fall. And the business isn't just going to stop because I'm going across the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to keep going. So I have to plan 4 drops for while I'm away because I'm going to be doing bi-weekly shoots while I'm away as opposed to weekly shoots just to make it easier on the people who are helping me back home with shipping out orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still, either way, I have to get 4 shoots shopped for and shot and listed before I leave in a month. So it's like
that's gonna be working like double time almost, like in a sense. Two projects in 1 week for a couple weeks for that matter. Yeah. So where are you studying abroad to?
The south of France in Lacoste.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the little alligator on like the shirts. That's where I'll be. Yes.
And so you're going to be, what is it, like an internship with them or something like that?
No, so my school actually has a campus in Lacoste.
Oh.
So you can apply and go whenever your major is going. And so, yeah, I'm going in the fall, and I'm so excited.
That's amazing. That's going to be an experience and a half. Have you ever been before or no?
I've been to Europe, but never France. So I'm really excited and can't wait to travel to other countries and stuff. So.
Absolutely. What other parts of Europe have you been to?
I've been to the UK a few times and Belgium.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So different seeing fashion there too compared to America, obviously.
Well, that's what I was going to ask too. Was that primarily the point of the trips that when you went to go study more, like for yourself for that matter? And don't have to say it like that, but like just to experience and see other types of fashion down over there, how it's different?
No, I actually went when I was a kid with my mom and my 2 cousins just because why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
and then I went back with my dad and my stepmom and my brother for my 8th grade graduation and my brother's high school graduation, and we went to Belgium on that same trip.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then this past spring break for my 21st birthday gift, I went back to London to go visit my cousins who are studying abroad.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I love it over there.
Yeah, it sounds like you do.
Awesome.
You and the fam. It sounds like you're there all the time for the most part.
No, not all the time. But yeah, I love it. So I'm excited to go and be in France and go to Paris Fashion Week for the fall. So that'll be sick.
That'll be awesome. You should honestly like vlog it and everything like that. Maybe start that YouTube channel back up in that sense.
I know. I've been wanting to, but it's just like so fast paced with the drops. But I feel like maybe while I'm away, I could edit some videos because all the drops will hopefully be done. Yeah. While I'm there, hopefully.
Absolutely. You should even get some like YouTube shorts or like the TikToks and whatnot of literally just videos of people taking pictures of them in the outfits and everything like that. Like I feel like they do that for like Vogue and everything like that for that nature. I think that would be awesome to do as well.
For sure, yeah. I'm trying to do more TikTok videos for sure.
Yeah.
And they're good too. You've been doing good with it.
Thanks, Jay.
Oh, so you have been doing videos as well.
Just a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm featured
Gotcha.
in one.
Yeah, she is. No biggie.
No biggie. How do you choose who gets to wear the clothings and everything, or like who do you get to choose who helps you out and everything like that? Is there a certain depiction, certain decision when it comes to that, or
We're very exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my friends are so generous in helping me, and I have friends who want to help me, so
yeah,
it's all about like what works with everybody's time schedule and when I could get it done. And sometimes it'll take multiple days and I'll visit people separately, and sometimes like today I was supposed to get done all in one day, but then we had the little hiccup, so we're gonna do some tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's just, you roll with the punches, you recruit who you can, and it's always a fun time.
It is fun.
It is fun.
It's really fun.
It doesn't really feel like work. It feels like we're just having fun with the girls.
Yeah.
I mean, today we
Well,
were
that's
driving
what's up.
around the whole world.
Today we drove
Today
around the whole country, actually.
today was a long day, but it was still fun. We still had a great time.
Yeah, because you're with your friends and everything like that, so
Probably
you
almost killed
can't
us
really
4 times
beat
in
that.
The car.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The car legit almost like
I
committed,
digress.
like not even involuntarily, like manslaughter, like voluntaral.
Volunteero.
Yeah.
I guess not the best driver or what?
Not the best.
Carly's like, but who's to say who's the best?
Yeah.
That's just a pain base. Yeah. Yeah.
How about like location scouting? Do you do a lot of that too, of where you want to take the pictures and everything like that?
Yeah. I feel like before I started Sunday service, I spent a lot more time just scrolling through TikTok. It's now I don't have as much time, but every once in a while I'll be like, I spend time on Pinterest, and then I'm like, I need a vibe that's more like the city, and then I start doing research on...
Explain this to me, what Pinterest actually is, because I've barely been on it.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with it, how it's helping you out, things of that nature.
It's basically just inspiration pictures. It's all just pictures, and it's not really about likes. Nobody really cares about likes on there. It's just like a happy place. And it's a bunch of mood boards, and you can make a bunch of mood boards and follow people's mood boards and save stuff to your mood boards. And I have a whole mood board called Sunday Service, and I just like save inspiration there all the time and find inspiration for shoots.
So is it like templates? Is that what? That's what it's sounding like.
Let me
to
show
me.
you guys.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
For example, like I have a tattoo inspiration board, which like people will post their tattoos, and I'll be like, oh, if I really like one, like I'll put it because I like that tattoo. I have like an outfit inspiration mood board. So like if someone posts a picture of their outfit that I really like, that like I would want to see myself in one day, I'll post that. Or like my nails, like if I see a nail design, I'll put it towards my nail board.
Gotcha.
Don't know if you guys can see this, but it'll be like a For You page, kind of just like things that they think that you'll like.
Yeah.
And then you can like hold it down and pin it, usually, if it would work. But see, I have like a mood board for like my fashion Lacoste and my nails, and a wedding board because I'm like a psychopath.
I have
And yeah, like a Sunday service. And yeah, so
Very cool.
it's just like mood boards and stuff and inspiration. It's a fun time.
I saw Zoe Kravitz on one of them there. Love
Yeah.
her.
Mhm.
Catwoman.
Uh-huh.
The best.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when it comes to your drops on Sundays, is there a certain time that you like to have it released? Is that after that Sunday, do you have multiple posts or anything like that happen for that same promotion and everything like that? How does that work?
So right now, drops are every Sunday at 12 p.m. I'm thinking about
Like
changing it
that.
to 3 p.m. just because, not gonna lie, the audience is a little bit hungover on a Sunday morning, and like...
Ah,
we are.
yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Good point.
Yeah. So I do, after I post a drop, every story, like I'll do a bunch of stories with links to each individual products and a picture of it.
There you go.
And then the next day, I'll usually go on and post about that drop, and then immediately starts inspiration pictures and filler pictures for the next
For the
Sunday's
next
drop.
one.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Is it just Instagram or and TikTok, or is it
Yeah.
everything else too?
Just
those
that.
two?
Yeah, I really want to do YouTube, but
And
it's
the
a lot of
YouTube room.
editing. Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
How about your favorite or your inspirations of what got you into all this? Like some brands or even just people for that matter. Like who really got you into this?
That's a good question. So, like I said, I have grown up with so many amazing, strong female role models in my life. Like so many. I have such a badass, amazing mom and such an amazing badass stepmom as well, and just have so many aunts who have been in the fashion industry, like I said, and who are just so independent and just boss bitches, basically.
Yeah.
So that, like, has always just been instilled in me to not depend on anybody. And also, I've always seen influencers who don't really use their platform for the greater good, and it's, like, it's just a waste to me, in my opinion.
Sure.
So some of my biggest inspirations are, like, Pamela Anderson. She gives back to so many charities like PETA, and Audrey Hepburn. She did so much philanthropy work and, like, stuff like that. She knows a lot about philanthropy because she is a sorority president.
That's right. Sorority president. The way you said that.
I should bring that up in any situation possible. If we made a TikTok, and I was like, oh, what's my position actually called? Because officially, even though I'm president, like, in FISIC terms, I'm called Archon. And, like, vice president
I thought it was
vice
Anchor.
Archon. No. That's how you got it wrong.
Okay.
And
Anchor makes sense, though.
And she's like, in the video, you just hear her, that's my president. That's, like, all she'll say, like, all day long.
No, I'm telling my kids that Gia was the president of the United States. Like, I'm not, that's my POTUS. Literally.
That's my POTUS.
So, yeah, Pamela Anderson, Audrey Hepburn, Jane Birkin, like, so many role models who just give back. So another reason why I named the business Sunday Service is because when I have the means possible to give back, I would love to do giveaways on Sunday Service of giving back to not only my followers and my audience and people who shop from me, but also to the world. And, like, starting off maybe by giving a $150 gift card to a customer, and also being like, I'm going to donate $150 to your charity of your choice. And then grow and hopefully be able to donate a lot of money to charity one day.
That would make the name, it already fits pretty well, like Sunday Service, like, here, I got some sick clothing for y'all right now, but that other half of it too, that would work out great, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I hope so.
Where do you see Sunday Service in the future? Let's say in, like, the next 5 years maybe. Now, time's hard to tell as far as, like, where it will be, but where do you want it to be? Like, is it going to be, like you said, you want to start your own apparel and everything like that? Where do you want it to branch off to?
Yeah, so I'd love to branch off into, first, hopefully merch, like sweatshirts and hoodies and that kind of stuff, and then real apparel and dresses. I would love to be a dress designer and just clothes in general. So that's where I'm hoping that this goes. I'm hoping that it goes nationwide, hopefully one day worldwide. That's, like, I watched this video of Kendra Scott the other day, who is a jewelry designer, and she was talking about how her professor in college said that you need to have a BHAG, which is a big, hairy, audacious goal. So it's, like, a really, really, really big goal.
Yeah.
And you don't know how you're going to get there, but you need to have that goal in mind to start putting the stepping stones into place, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
So my big, hairy, audacious goal is to make Sunday Service a multi-million-dollar company. And, like, that may sound crazy right now because I literally just started a month ago, but I'm in it for the long haul.
Exactly.
And, like, I believe in myself and my business, and that's my BHAG. So, like, that's where I hope for it to go, and I hope for, like I said, to be able to give back to the world because of it, and to give back to the people who have helped me.
What's nice about a big goal like that is that you brought up, like, the stepping stones and whatnot to get there. Like, all those stepping stones will all be big in their own terms and whatnot, because they'll either be another side project that's going to lead you more towards that goal and whatnot, and you'll have fun throughout it all. You'll learn throughout it all. Yeah. And I believe you'll get there. So yeah. Good luck to you on all that. That's amazing. So what else did you have going on today? As far as you said, you guys had a story for me or something like that.
Okay. So the story was about the whole grounds thing, because when it first happened, we were like,
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because we were like literally I was mid taking pictures of Carly in a dress.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, wait, before you get into the story, do you do your own pictures? Like, as far as, like, do you wear the clothing yourself and whatnot and promote, like, basically yourself wearing the clothing as well, or is it just your friends too?
No, it's me too.
Oh, it is you too. Okay, gotcha. Okay, sorry, go on.
So, like, whatever. Like, the cool thing also is, though, like, we did the mixed metals drop, which was one of her drops, 3 weeks ago now? And we went to Monmouth, which is my school, and because it's beautiful, and we have a lot of grounds there, too, that you could shoot on.
Yeah.
And we went there, and it was super fun, but the cool thing about it is that, you know, when you go to all these places to take pictures, we can cut, like, us and our friends, like, we'll go in our own fits. Carly will take pictures of, like, us in, like, our own fits for, like, our Instagram and everything, like, all of that, so it's not just, like, you know, even though the clothes are sick, so it doesn't really matter. But she had just been taking pictures of me in the like fit that I went to the grounds in, and then I took the camera. We were taking pictures of Carly in like her outfit that was for Sunday service, and then this woman, like this groundskeeper, came up to us while our friend is like changing behind the bush and like in a garden.
Yeah, it's not that glamorous all the time. Like,
behind the scenes.
Crazy.
Our friend Lexi's literally in front of her, like,
yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
And she like pops up from behind the bush, and there's just a groundskeeper, like, right there. And she was like, "So are you guys having like a photo shoot?" And Carly was basically said and was like, "Yeah, we are."
Yeah.
She was like, "So I don't know if you saw it. I think it's on the website." But you can't, it's not really for open use of photography, something about copyright, and just like it's more for personal use, like to like remember the grounds or something. I don't know, I don't really know what she said.
I think next time you gotta be like, yeah, we're just taking some pictures for the gram and whatnot,
but then
you know.
also, like, God forbid, like, Carly gets sued.
Yeah, I was like...
But I'm trying... I understand where you're coming from with that, but I'm trying to think, like, what are you copywriting necessarily? Their garden or something? Or wherever you were at? Like, what?
Because they made it clear that it's, like, a rule that you can't take pictures there.
Alright, that I could understand.
Yeah, like, for commercial games.
Yeah. So that was that. So then we left, and we went to... what was it, Philadelphia Mills Mall? Yeah,
and we wanted to go to the Urban Outfitters
like
warehouse, sort of thing, and the line was
it's like blowing
out
up
the
wazoo.
Right, like it was
through the mall.
Is it new, this place?
I don't know.
I don't even think it is new. I think someone went there, found it on and posted about it on TikTok. About
some
how
influencer showed it to everyone else, basically.
Like literally through.
And obviously, this was in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Target outlet store. It was called, what was it, Turn 7?
I don't know, but that was just a shit show.
That was a shit show.
Yeah.
That was the most overwhelmed I have ever been in my entire life.
Why?
It was just so unorganized. There was shit everywhere. It was one of those stores where you walk in, you're like, I don't even know where to start looking for stuff. There was just shit in piles everywhere.
Gotcha.
And I spent a lot of time in the thrift stores, and that was absurd.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed.
I feel like when you go into a thrift store, everything is kind of just all over the place, right? So that's kind of crazy hearing that from you that goes to thrift stores all the time.
No, this was wild. This was beyond.
Me and Carly were just standing, watching, people watching, while our friends were shopping. And I looked at Carly and I go, it just is making me so anxious being in here. And she goes, yeah, let's wait in the car. And we literally just went into the car and waited. And then I went to go get a tattoo. And Carly drove me to my tattoo appointment.
And I got some ice cream in the meantime.
There you go.
Yeah.
And this happened in Asbury, the tattoos, right, too?
Yeah.
Are there any nice thrift shops in Asbury as well? I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there are, but
I'm not sure.
I don't know where.
I'm not sure. They have, but Asbury, they took more pictures by the murals, the right next to the stone pony. There's all the cool.
Oh yeah. That would. So you have taken pictures there before that?
Yeah, just a few.
Oh, okay. That would be a great spot to go to. I would even say some places in Red Bank maybe too, like that.
I probably love going to Red Bank.
Yeah.
Red Bank's awesome. I love Red Bank.
Is awesome.
I love that. What's that restaurant called? The Steakhouse. Char.
Oh my god, the
Char's
mac and
awesome.
cheese.
Where did we
Never
go?
had the mac and
Centrada.
cheese there.
Centrada's insane.
Centrada.
Yeah,
Oh, I was
so
supposed Centrada, that Mexican restaurant / like bar club whatnot. I was supposed to go there for New Year's last year, because my boy was supposed to DJ there. Mm-hmm. We ended up getting an Airbnb to go there. He got pulled out of there to go DJ somewhere else. We're like, we're not going to get rid of the Airbnb now. So we ended up going to this other spot in Red Bank.
Was it a rooftop bar?
It was a rooftop bar.
Was it like Red Rock?
No, not Red Rock.
I work right in back of Red Rock at the hospital. Yeah, that's where Riverview is.
What was it called? I forgot what it was called. Either way, it was a great time. But Red Bank, like the vibe there and whatnot, and I feel like it's only really just that small section of Red Bank too. Yeah. But it's awesome over there.
Yeah, me and Carly went last summer. Mm-hmm. That was. We took pictures, and then we went to Centrada, and we had a couple drinks, and what was the corn thing that we had? That was literally...
Like street corn?
Yeah, like Mexican street
corn. Yeah.
I can get down with Mexican street corn.
We didn't even get any entrees. We just split, like, appetizers up the ass and had, like, mojitos, and it was so great. But the thing is, it was so loud in there because of the music. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even loud because of the people. They just blast music in your ear, even if you're going there for like dinner. Yeah. So me and Carly, like, I don't think we talked that whole time.
No.
We literally were just eating, and I would look at her and I would be like, she's not gonna hear a fucking word.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that place is crazy, and it turns into like a lit club at night.
Yeah.
I still want to go there since we were supposed to go there at one point, but Have you been there, or have you both been there when it's like lit like that at night?
That was the only time I ever went there.
Oh, okay.
We usually go to DJs and Jenks if you live at the Jersey Shore.
Absolutely. And want to see me be a drunk menace.
Yeah.
What's your favorite spot out of any of the shore spots for the nightlife?
Well, I've only been to DJs once. I really haven't been going out this summer, or I haven't been to the beach because I've been inside of my computer like a little rat, like literally like typing away. But yeah, I went to DJ's once, and I'm going back this Saturday. Going in a party bus for my
damn!
We are going in a party bus. So,
nice, rolling in style.
I'm excited, but Jenks was my favorite, but lately they've been acting up.
How so? Please explain.
Please explain, Carly.
The last couple times I've gone, it's taking me like an hour to get a drink, and I'm just
they are horrible.
That's my whole night.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to walk in the sand when I'm like, not gonna lie, a little bit lit. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to do that. Like, it's just like I'm tripping, like sand in my shoes. Get home, sand in my bed. I'm like, ugh, no.
That is probably the worst part of it all, actually.
I do
sand
love
in
that
the
place,
bed,
No.
No way.
You love that place? Interesting.
I've had some good memories there.
Me, not so much.
Back to all the locations you shot at. What was probably your favorite location to shoot at so far?
That's a good question. I really liked Monmouth for the mixed metal shoot. It really fit the vibe, and it made me feel very rich and expensive, honestly. It was very gilded. And
was this like a garden area or something like that, or was it more of like
a little in the garden?
We did a little in the garden, and then the building, it's called the Great Hall.
Mm-hmm. Which I've heard of.
It was formerly known as Wilson, and then they changed the name, but it's where Annie was shot with the stairs.
That's why I've heard of it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We're on the list of like top 10 most beautiful campuses in the country. And mostly because of that building, because it used to be a mansion for this guy. And you go throughout it, and it's like you see like each classroom, because it's the English department now. Like you could see how it was a bedroom. Like it's just it's beautiful, like beautiful.
What are some top locations you would like to be at in the future to shoot? And it could be anywhere in the world.
So since I'm studying abroad, I'm hoping to be able to shoot a little bit while I'm out there. In Paris would be an amazing shoot. Barcelona would also be an amazing shoot.
Yeah.
So hopefully those places. Shooting in New York is always fun. Like,
I feel like you could be anywhere in New York and get some good shots in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hallie and I just run around all day like silly little girls and stop every couple minutes and take pictures. So.
Especially for like streetwear and like stuff like that. Like
Absolutely.
you could just be in the street of New York and get a sick picture depending on your outfit. Like that matches the scene.
Mm-hmm.
How about sunglasses? Are you a fan of sunglasses?
I am. Sorry.
She's nodding vigorously over there, but yeah, I like sunglasses. I'm actually going to do a bag drop, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So it'll be my first drop that's like all accessories. So I want to get it more into accessories. In the future for sure, because it's more inclusive. Obviously, it's a little bit harder when drops are so close together to get pieces of all sizes for every single drop, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So doing things that are like accessories, sunglasses, jewelry, bags, hats,
bracelets,
kind of
necklaces, hats too. Yeah,
even though thrifted hats are a little bit iffy, like you gotta wash them.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, you gotta wash anything for sure.
Yeah. But hats even more, especially. Yeah.
For sure.
I was only bringing that up because I feel like I think anything looks good with the right pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
Especially for a photo too. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you're wearing sunglasses, you're stunning and everything like that. Yeah. Like it looks great that way.
I'm a big fan of the sunglasses inside, like especially in a nightclub. Like
I'm wearing
sunglasses inside. Like they are on, and don't take them off.
No.
Pause off.
It's the most pause off. That is my favorite Carly line ever.
Like if we're in the club, pause off of me. Don't touch me, please. Respectfully, don't touch me or my sunglasses.
How about shoes? Are you like want to delve into that at all?
Not as much if I'm being honest. In the mixed metals drop, we did have 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of heels and a pair of boots. But not as much my focus. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe one day, who knows?
So you name each drop a certain thing depending on what its theme or whatever?
Yeah, so the first drop was the nostalgia drop. It was a bunch of things that just kind of reminded you of the past. There's a pair of jeans that have Marilyn Monroe on all of that, like all over them, and then a jacket that's very streetwear but also kind of looks like a varsity jacket from high school, kind of very nostalgic for a lot of people. And then the second drop was the Rouge drop, so everything was red, of course, and then mixed metals, everything was a lot of hardware and that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of coming up with themes and then matching pieces to that and putting it all together.
So you have something set up for this in like 2 days already?
Yes.
You do?
So, yeah.
Well, this is coming out on Monday, so you might as well just say it right now if you want to.
Yeah,
like to help.
This Sunday is the all dressed up drop. It's a bunch of dresses. So I love dressing up, playing dress up, going out to dinner with the girls and putting on dresses and just dressing for each other. I think it's so fun sending each other like pictures in the group chat like, oh, what are you wearing? And like I think that's so much fun. So it's all dressed up drop this Sunday, a bunch of dresses. If you like to dress up and be a little Barbie like the rest of us, then check it out.
I was just about to bring up Barbie because because when the movie came out, you want to know what would have been sick?
What? A Barbie drop.
Yeah, a Barbie drop, all pink and everything like that. That would have been cool. You can still do it. You can still do it for sure.
I know. I feel like the moment's passed a little, but I'm sad I didn't do it. I thought of that like right when it came out. I was like, oh my god, and I already have a drop like
already set up and done.
But that would have been awesome. That would have been so awesome. Did you go see it?
I did.
Did you like it?
I disliked it more than I liked it.
Oh, man. Did you see it, Gio?
No, I don't even know why I'm saying that, honestly, because I haven't even watched a lick of it.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did. Well, here's the thing, guys. So, I did, but I was driving all day, like, road tripping with my friends, and we had a 9 p.m. movie. I'm a tired girl. Like,
Let's also preface this with the fact that Carly borderline has narcolepsy. And I'm not kidding when I say that because when I tell you, like, this girl, like, if we weren't having an active conversation right now, Carly would be like this.
Yeah, would be asleep.
All the girls came over last weekend, 2 weekends ago, to have a movie night. we were 2 minutes into the Lorax, and I look over, and Carly's knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Like, if my brain isn't, like, moving, I'm sleeping. Like, there's no in between.
No. Well, something has to catch your attention, too. Yeah. That's the thing as well.
I'm sorry, the Lorax is not going to do it.
The Lorax is not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Sorry.
So, what did you think of it?
Barbie.
Oh yeah. Besides,
so
I guess
not. Falling asleep.
Yeah. So I guess you didn't like it that much then, right?
No, that's the thing. I did like the beginning a lot.
Me too, actually.
So it like kind of took a downturn. For
yeah,
you.
It took a downturn for me, and then it kind of rose back up once the Kents started fighting. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't see it, but
yeah.
I'm very sad that I fell asleep because everyone's talking to me about the ending and I don't know what happened because I was asleep.
Oh, so what was the last thing you remembered from it? It's okay if you spoil something from it.
Barbie saw the woman Barbara, who Barbie was,
Oh yes,
made after the old cute little woman, and she was like, "Bye," and I was like, "Oh my god." It's Barbara.
That's Barbara.
And then I'm like, okay, now I gotta go to bed. So yeah, I don't know what point that was at. Maybe a little bit later. You know when you fall asleep and you don't really remember when you fell asleep?
Yes.
It was one of those ones.
Gotcha. I went to see Oppenheimer, which was a 3-hour movie at 9:30 at night. And I was already beat from work that day. I don't know how I stood up the whole time. I was fighting going to sleep, from going to sleep, but I made it through on that one. And it was a very good movie, so I'm glad I stayed up for it too.
Really?
You didn't see that one either, right?
Did you?
I don't go to the movie theater.
Yeah, she doesn't. Are you a theater person? Do you like going to the movie theater?
Literally, in our group chat, they asked me to go see The Little Mermaid. I said no. They asked me to go see Barbie. I said no. I don't go to the movie theater.
Yeah, she doesn't at all. She doesn't at all.
She's too cool for the movie theater, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm too anxious to go to the movie theater.
Really?
I don't know why. I can go to a bar, it doesn't bother me. I can go to like a frat party, it doesn't bother me. I don't really know why. I think it's more like just being so dark and like the screen being so big, so loud. I've just like heard things like the news stories of things like breaking out in movie theaters. Like I don't know. It's just not something that like.
That's the only part I get, but the rest of it I don't.
Or like the fact that like if I'm in the middle, like I would have to like run past someone to like get to an exit. Like there's only like 2 exits in the movie theater. Like it just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know. Something about it, like the thought of it, makes me so anxious.
Well, that's understandable.
I think it's understandable, but I feel that same way. Like. When I'm sitting in a movie theater and every time someone either gets up to go out to go use the bathroom or come back in from using the bathroom, my eye is on them the whole time until they sit down. Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, no, same.
I'm not going to lie. That's just me, though.
Someone just, walks in, this is probably you at Oppenheimer. You would have been the person I was looking at to sit down at Oppenheimer because Frankie went alone because he wanted to see
that was the first time I went to the theater by myself, too, to go see a movie.
If I'm that person in the movie theater with my friends and I see this man walk in alone and sit down, you're sus.
Especially at Oppenheimer,
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Fuck. Yeah. I don't trust you. I won't even be watching a movie because my eyes are going to be on you to make sure you're not trying to kill me.
That's understandable.
I see your point, but I think that's kind of taking it a little bit too far.
And I also haven't been to movie theaters in years, so I guess I take it a little bit too far when it comes to it.
I guess so then.
It's not something that I enjoy doing often because for whatever reason, being in there also, even if it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, being in there kind of does put me to sleep to begin with. I'm not gonna lie.
The seats are pretty comfortable.
Yeah, and they're pretty dirty also.
Yeah, they are pretty dirty. Yeah.
But I'll do it every once in a while. For Barbie, I did it. But okay, so you went to the movies alone. How was that experience? Did you like it? Do you do things like that often or no?
No. I'm especially when it comes to the movies. I'm always with a group of people, or even 2 other people for that matter. As far as friends or family. No, I went alone that one time because I really wanted to see it. I was starting up a new job, so I didn't know when I was going to have the time to see it once that started.
Yeah.
And, I just really wanted to see this movie so bad. The experience itself, very good.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Good.
I mean, even when I'm with people, it's not like I'm talking with them throughout the whole movie anyway. So there wasn't the biggest difference in the world. Was I a little uncomfortable at first that I was alone? Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I was actually getting more pissed that there was so much talking and laughing and goofing off through the trailers and everything. And I just thought to myself, oh my God, if like no one's going to take this movie seriously and people are going to be talking near me, I'm not going to be able to deal with it. Yeah. I'm very stingy when it comes to the theaters. So, but once that movie started, everyone was dead silent throughout the whole thing, which I was very happy about.
Good.
So it ended up being a good experience for sure. Would I ever do it again? I don't know. I mean, I'll always ask people if they wanted to go to the movies, you know? Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever do that again unless it was a movie that I really have been waiting to see. You know, like Oppenheimer was one of those movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. But I feel like when you're uncomfortable, that's when you grow.
100%. 100%.
For sure.
One of my favorite sayings is become comfortable being uncomfortable. I love that saying a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it necessarily meant there. Why I was uncomfortable. I mean, I did it, so I'm proud of myself that I did it there. But like, why I was uncomfortable, I'm not too sure.
Because that's not something that like a lot of people would do. You know what I mean?
I don't think a lot of people do that at all.
No, they don't.
No.
Yeah.
Especially like younger generations. I mean,
definitely not. I feel like
people are scared to be alone.
Yeah.
I agree. I've spent a lot of time alone, which I feel like is another reason that's really helped me with starting my business. Just because I always love being around my friends and my family, of course, but like I know myself very well and have taken myself on many dates, many dinner dates and movie dates. So like I have spent a lot of time with myself, and I feel that I know myself pretty well. So yeah, I feel like, and when I do find something that would make me uncomfortable to do alone, I feel like it's like almost like a little bit of an adrenaline rush. I'm like,
oh, it definitely is.
It's like, whoa, like what's gonna happen? Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Walking into that theater, well, also that theater was packed. I went on a Tuesday night for the $5 tickets.
Oh, perfect.
It was packed because Barbie just came out too. And I went in there alone, and that's where the anxiety and everything really started probably to kick in the most out of that whole night.
Yeah, because then you're like in the dark and you have to find your seat and you're alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like a self like I don't know if I could do that. A self like dinner date? Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like, not even like always dinner, but like I'll just go and take myself to get coffee and sit at the cafe alone.
Oh, that's fine. I'll do that. Yeah. I have done that actually before. Especially when I was younger, to be honest with you. At Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' was my shit back in the day too, you know? But yeah, like bring your laptop or whatever and do your work there and everything like that, you know?
For sure.
Yeah. So what like apps do you have to help design clothing, like to just play around with if you have any? Like, what do you use for school as far as design?
So my school gives me all Adobe platforms. So I have like Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, like that kind of stuff. I'd love to hopefully get an iPad so I could have Procreate
with that style, the stylus pen and everything like that too.
Yeah, I hope to get one of those because that is epic. People at my school are sitting there drawing on the iPad all day. It looks like so much fun. So,
oh yeah, I bet it is.
It'll definitely be a lot easier than me drawing in my actual sketchbook like designs. So yeah. I don't do a lot of digital stuff because I'm just learning that. That was a big learning curve when transferring to SCAD because I was studying advertising at Rowan before I transferred, but it was all very, very basic classes.
Yeah.
And I didn't do any kind of graphic design stuff, so going to SCAD and getting into that was a big...
You weren't even a fashion design major.
Well, yeah, I'm advertising and fashion marketing, so...
She was psych before.
Yeah, I was psych, and then I was advertising. I am the biggest flippy, floppy fish, like, in the world, but I'm finally doing something I like, so
exactly.
I think it's here to stay.
I think so, too, absolutely.
When did that decision come up when you wanted to change your major?
So I changed my major. I started out as psychology. I don't know why, to be honest. I feel like a lot of girls go through, like, trauma in high school, and then they're like, I'm going to do psychology, and for a very select few people, it's really good and actually what they're interested in, like our best friend Kayla, but for not everybody, Yeah, and
I am a psych major.
Yeah, sorry. I see Gia as a doctor. I literally see Gia as like, Gia is my doctor and my president. I'm like,
and my president.
Like, if I ever needed medical help, I'd be like Gia.
All of our friends think that way, but that's because
she works in a hospital. Yeah. I mean,
that's
come
true.
On. Like,
it's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, but that really was not what I wanted to do long term, and I didn't know that at the time because I honestly did just start getting to know myself within the last like 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But then I decided to switch to advertising while I was still at Rowan, and just because I like more creative things and thought I could take that many different places and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to completely switch schools because I wasn't happy there, and I stuck with advertising as my major at SCAD and fashion marketing as my minor. So that's where I'm at now.
It's a pretty far trip over to SCAD. Are you enjoying being that far away and everything like that?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I definitely wanted to stay in my comfort zone when I was at Rowan. I wanted to be a quick drive home from home, which is not a bad thing. And like honestly, it has its perks for sure, absolutely. But I am really enjoying being in the South and being in the warm and in the winter and being somewhere where I've never been, experiencing something where I've never been. I was actually dead set on going to FIT. Before I had even known about SCAD. I had gotten into FIT, and our friend Julia had texted me, and she was like, "Do you know what SCAD is?" And I was like, "No, I don't. What is it?" She was like, "Just apply. You don't even have to write an essay. Just apply and see if you get in, whatever." And then I got in, and my dad was like, "All right, well, now we have to go tour it because you got in." And I toured it, and I was like, "Well, I basically grew up in New York and New Jersey, so it's like I know that like the back of my hand. So why not try something different, completely different? Because New York is where I want to end up ultimately for like long term, the rest of my life. So why not try something different for a few years and get out of my comfort zone, experience new people?" And I'm so glad I did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
When you're going to study abroad, you have friends that you're going with from that school and everything?
Yeah.
So that's good. You're going to have people that'll help you out, like keep Sunday service going over there probably as well, helping you out with photos and everything like that.
For sure. When I'm at school, we do photo shoots all the time. Like absolutely all the time. So in France, it'll be even crazier. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to sound stupid here. France is where the Eiffel Tower is, no?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Paris,
Yes.
France? Yeah.
Yes.
Duh. What do you call it? Try to get some sick pictures with that in the background there.
For sure. For sure. At night when it's all lit up and sparkly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We lit. Yeah.
And, I think for the most part, that's all I had for you. As far as questions. I just want to say, I think when I saw you the other day, I was like, I want to interview you for a podcast, see what you're up to with this business and everything like that.
She threw me a shirt and was like, let's go, let's model this, and for the shirt drop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Gia's helped me out a lot, so.
That's what's up.
We
That's
stand
awesome.
Gia.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
So where could they find you on social media and everything like that?
So you can find us at our website where you could also shop, which is www.sundayservicenyc.com, or on Instagram at sundayservice.nyc, and at TikTok at sundayservice.nyc. And I hope you'll join us over there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Go and support, and all those will be in the description below as well. Carly, thank you for joining the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It was awesome.
Of course, Gia. Thank you for commenting in from time to time.
No big.
And for you guys at home, if you guys like this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and also follow us on all social media platforms at Frank_videos. And with all that being said, have a wonderful night and peace out. We brought it up already plenty, but it is Six Flags Great Adventure. Here's the thing. Great Adventure will always be a staple in my heart. Say I go to 20 more new theme parks in the rest of my lifespan, Great Adventure will always still be in my top 5. No matter where it's placed there, it'll always be in my top 5 because of, like we said before, how close we live, how many times we've been there, and show how we've seen the park grow, or in some instances fail and whatnot. Yeah. So I want to say some of the accomplishments that Great Adventure has had, as at one point having the fastest and tallest roller coaster in the world, Kingda Ka. I believe El Toro still has the record for biggest wooden roller coaster drop. Jersey Devil Coaster, their latest coaster, I'm pretty sure it's the first of that type of coaster, if I'm not mistaken.
First on the East Coast.
First on the East Coast.